Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. This week we are going to begin our case studies in earnest. So by now you should have a child that you're going to be observing to be able to do all of your chapters. And this week we're going to focus on social and emotional development of young children. So that is the domain we're looking at. You do have a couple of videos and some websites to look at. I'll alert you too that I'm sending you to look at the Harvard Center for the Developing Child, also NCPMI, which is a National Center for Pyramid Model Innovations, if you have not heard of that before. And then you have a few other sites to explore. So this week for our discussion, it's going to be similar to, excuse me, to our discussions for the remaining weeks of class, because each week we're going to be having a discussion about the chapter that you're working on. So this week it's social and emotional development. So first you should complete all of the readings and watch the videos. And then by Friday, in the discussion, tell us a little bit about the focused child and the kind of program they're in. Tell your group about the case study question you're considering. So what is it you want to find out about this child? And remember, we're looking at all different developmental domains, but when we think about whole child, everything sort of supports everything else. So because you're looking at a particular issue a child may have or a question you have about the child, we're going to be looking at the whole child through the course of this case study. So, and then also tell the group about the observation method you are using for social and emotional development this week and why you feel it's appropriate for assessing that domain. And then by Tuesday, you should reply to at least 3 of your classmates. Okay. And this is the same discussion format we're going to be having for most of the class as we discuss each chapter. Okay, so this week your assignment is going to be to begin a draft of your social and emotional chapter. I have given you some exemplars to see what other people have written and a draft outline as well. So remember, these are exemplars. It does not mean they're perfect. They're just ideas for you to be able to look at and think about how you are going to set yours up. And I do give you some guiding questions about how to complete that. So think about the identifying question about a child's development. Make sure you support whatever you're doing with theories and research to support why this is a significant question. Why is it important? For instance, if you're going to be looking at, a child's language development, in general, or communication, not necessarily language development, but communication in general, why is communication important? And then use some research to support why that was selected. You're then going to summarize your findings and then draft your social and emotional chapter according to the draft domain chapter outline. So this is pretty much what we're going to be doing for the next several weeks in each different domain. If you have questions, please post them in the Ask Your Instructor discussion board, because if you have a question, somebody else probably has the same question. And I look forward to seeing your chapters. I will give you feedback, and you can go back in and make some edits with regard to that. You will be scored on a rubric for each chapter, and then at the very end, you're going to be scored on the completed assignment. I do have all of the weeks open, so you can go ahead and poke around and look at other assignments if you'd like to. This is a graduate course, so I feel like you are able to go in and, pace things as you feel it's appropriate for yourself. Look forward to seeing some of you at our meetup. And remember, it's optional and it's not every week. There are a couple of weeks I'm going to be out of town. You should have gotten a calendar invite by now. If you accept it, it'll go on your calendar, and then you may choose or choose not to attend them. Otherwise, look forward to seeing all of you in the discussion, and I'm really excited to read all of your chapters. Take care.